Hey there, and welcome to the next edition of Rewatchability Factor, and that's going to be talking about, I'm going to be talking about the my very few Blue Underground editions that I have. Now, before I do that, I'm thinking of actually making an opening for some of my videos type thing, a little bit of like music-y stuff. So you may see some there. I haven't done it. Well, I've done it before, but I found that it took away from the ability to like say as much crap as I want to say. So, but if it ups my viewership rate, maybe I will. I'm at the 197 mark, and I need 3 more to get to 200. Yeah, there's my Dobie Gillis. Anyway, the first mention a Blue Underground that I loaned out that I don't have right now, but I got to get it back because it does have a actually has a really good rewatchability factor, and that's Django. The original, of course, with Franco Nero. Love this movie. That was a great Western, and love the spaghetti westerns. One of my faves. And let's get to the ones here. So I only have one Blue Underground Blu-ray, and that is thanks to Felliar517. And subscribe to his channel. By the way, it's awesome. He does a lot of really cool random reviews. Okay, anyway. And that's the New York Ripper, and I'm a huge Lucio Fulci fan. If you're a fan of Fulci and these type of films, then this is actually a pretty damn good one. Pretty cheesy, and you have to know the type of film that you're getting coming in here. It has a decent rewatchability factor for me because I like Fulci's films, and I can pretty much watch anything of his almost over and over again. You'll see more Fulci's in my collection along the way, and you already have more than likely. Oh, my hair's all messed, but it's late here. Next up, the Living Dead in the Manchester Morgue. There's a couple of different titles for this movie, actually. Oh yeah, Don't Open the Window, Let Sleeping Corpses Lie. Now this is the 2-disc edition. If you were going to grab it and you can't get the Blu-ray, then grab the 2-disc DVD edition. It's got a really cool slipcover. I wonder if it's the same, yeah. Don't you just hate that when you actually make the slipcover exactly the same as the cover on the inside? At least, let me see something. I've never checked. Does it have reversible cover? Because if it doesn't, I'm switching it. No, no reversible cover. But it does have a really cool catalog. Anyway, this is a really good movie. It's a great zombie film. It's highly underrated. If you haven't seen Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue, then it's one that I do highly recommend. Very good film, and does have a decent rewatchability factor. Next up is City of the Living Dead, and I've got a couple versions of this movie. I actually have an Aerodrome release of this, and more than likely down the road I'm going to grab the Blu-ray Aero edition of this as well. I'm a huge Fulci fan, especially these films here. I liked a lot of stuff he did, and this has different features than the Aero version, so that's pretty cool too. There's some different interviews in that. And I'm a big fan of this, so for me, and I got this one at a used store. I could not believe, great condition though, that I found this at one of these little jumbo video stores, the last one that's actually survived in our in the province, and it's City of the Living Dead. Well, one of the last ones. Great rewatchability factor for me. Not something I can watch every day, maybe once or twice a year. Same thing with the New York Ripper, you know, like once or twice a year I'll watch that. Living Dead in Manchester Morgue, I can do that about 3 times a year. Next up is one that is fun. It's just really fun, and it's one that I was really proud when I got it, because I'd spent so much time looking for this movie. And Shockwaves. It's like a Nazi zombie movie. I really enjoyed this film. And, you know, Peter Cushing, Brooke Adams, John Carradine, the kid from Flipper. Hey, what's not to love? He's grown up now in this movie, of course. And commentary, Luke Halpin, the guy from Flipper, he's got him in there. I'm going to do an interview. We got a bunch of stuff. Love this movie. Watch this one like 4 or 5 times a year. Just really cheesy stuff. It's one of those go-to ones when you want to watch a cool cheesy movie. Next up is the Fifth Chord. And this is Giallo, of course. It's Franco Nero, who we know is Django. And it's got some Pamela Tiffin, Sylvia Monti, and it's kind of a, man, it's been a long time since I've seen this one. So I don't guess that gives it a little higher rewatchability factor, does it? But I've got this one in like a cheaper version too. But I upgraded to this one here. But I remember this as being like a pretty damn good film. Giallos, once I watch them, I kind of get into like the mode watching them over and over again. I'm a big Giallo fan. I grew up with them. And this one was directed by Lucio Bazzoni. Of course, music by Ennio Morricone, because basically he does all this stuff. Oh, cinematography by Vito Storaro. Okay, yeah, so looks to be a really good one. I got to rewatch this one. I don't remember it, so I can't give you a rewatchability factor. But usually with Giallo, for me, they do have a fairly high rewatchability factor. I do like Giallos. I do like the style that they're done in. So we'll say medium right now, maybe twice a year type thing. This has an awesome cover. I have this T-shirt. Lucio Fulci's Conquest. Fulci didn't only make horror movies. A lot of people don't realize that. They know the Beyond stuff, that, but they don't realize that he made a lot of different really freaky stuff. I think he made maybe made a Lassie or some one of those dog movies too as well. It's cheesy fun, and if you like the sword and sorcery type, it's cool. I mean, like, it's got a not the highest rewatchability factor for me, but I'm not. I don't watch like a lot of sword and sorcery stuff, but I get in like kind of like spurts of watching this stuff. So like once or twice a year. Next one is the one that brought me to Blue Underground in the first place, and it's one of my favorite films of all time, Giallo-wise. It's probably one of my favorite Giallos ever, and it has a couple of my favorite actresses for these type of movies. That is Susie Kendall. And if you haven't guessed what the movie is, it's by Sergio Martino. And if you still haven't guessed what the movie is, shame, shame, shame. Because it's Torso, and Torso is a great, great film. This is a very different Giallo. It's very suspenseful. The last 15 minutes of this movie are insanely intense. Just a great film. We got Sergio Martino like doing the directing on this one here. Susie Kendall's in this. John Richardson's in this. Oh, man, that's amazing. I remember the first time I saw this, it blew me away. Such a simple plot line, but the last of it, I don't want to give anything away. If you haven't seen Torso, you really should. This is a high rewatchability factor for me. It's something that I used to watch when I was writing as well. I used to have this on VHS back in the day. And I had to like send away for it, I think in a Video Search Mam or something like that. And it was like when I wanted to see suspense done right to watch the end of this movie. And this one has a higher rewatchability factor for me. By the way, that one was really high. Torso was really high. Because I like this movie, and it's one of the ones I watched as a kid, and it stuck with me. And that is The Prowler, or Us, as some people know it, Rosemary's Killer. This one here has a audio commentary with Joseph Zito, and if you don't know Joseph Zito, then you're probably not a fan of Friday the 13th, because Zito's the guy that did arguably the best Friday the 13th movie that came out, which is part 4, the final chapter. This one here also had Tom Savini working on it too, of course, who also worked with Joseph Zito on the final chapter and worked in the first Friday the 13th movie as well. We got Savini's behind the screens, behind the scenes gore footage here, theatrical trailer posters together. I'd like to see. I love this edition, but I'd like to see like an even more stacked edition, like a Scream Factory. I would buy it in a second on Blu-ray. Just a really good film. Suspense. Some people find it like slower, but I don't. I find this one really well done. Farley Granger does great in this movie. Decent cast, really good kills. This is the type that you put up there with Maniac and stuff like that. Well, they're not the same type of film, but I kind of watch them together. Maybe it's because Savini's work is on them. But there's some great, cool, intense suspense bloodbathy type stuff. It says right there, see? Intense and suspenseful. Bloodbath. This is a classic. In anybody's horror collection, this should be one of the tops, and it is definitely a classic film, and I love it. I have the 2 disc edition. I don't have one with the CD. There is one that came out with the CD as well, and that's Suspiria. I'm a huge Argento fan. I grew up watching Argento and Hitchcock. Those were my 2 formative directors as I was growing up, and they would play all their movies into theaters, along with a lot of Chopsaki, Jackie Chan's type of stuff as well. Because the theater that I went to I didn't play the latest releases. It played a lot of this stuff. So I got to watch a lot of this stuff, and they usually come with a poster. You go in, and they'd like give you a poster at the door. This one here is a great edition. It's got the 25th anniversary 2nd disc on this one. Just such a great film. Very visual. The music in this is amazing. I'm a really big fan of Goblin. I would love to see Goblin in person. One of these days, hopefully I will get the chance to actually watch Goblin. Really love their stuff. One of the scariest movies of all time. My better half actually doesn't find this one scary. But I do. I find it scary and lyrical and beautiful and amazing. It's an incredible film. Highest level of rewatchability factor on this one here. I could watch this one, put this one on any day and just watch it. Just like, what was it? Elijah Wood, who did Maniac. This is his go-to horror film. If he had one horror film, this would be the one. And for me, this is one of my go-tos as well that I can put on any time, day or night. Just even put it on in the background. It's an amazing film. And I gotta say, I do love it. Highest rewatchability factor of my in that list. So there we go. I said once I got the certain amount on the other video, I would do another rewatchability factor. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm contemplating doing having an opening type thing, but I don't want to take away from actually being able to talk to you guys and get all stream of consciousness on this here. When I do my videos, I don't script them out. I don't actually never script them out. I just come on, I'll let you guys know exactly what I think. I'll have a topic in mind, whether it's something like this and I'll just completely honestly let you know exactly what I'm really thinking on the subject, and hopefully you guys appreciate that. So thanks for watching again, guys. My tea has gone cold. I want to watch some more of your guys' videos on here. Again, there's so many great YouTubers there that I'd like to give a shout out to. I'm going to do like a quick little shout outy thing right now. I've put TJ Pyramid's link on the last one. I'm sure I'm going to get links on this one or not. But come on out. If you guys haven't yet, Blu-ray Anonymous, Faligar 517, Logan Toxic, Night of the Creepy Monster Squad, Mood 616, Body Bag, that's the channel, by the way. We got guys like Film Game Junkies. I'm waiting to see some more great stuff by him. Trey Passer, another really great YouTuber. Love his stuff. Killer Nerd 75, incredible YouTuber, by the way. Wish he'd make more videos. Toddy Walnut's a great YouTube commenter that who's one of those guys that I really want to see videos made by him. There's just so many guys. I'm not gonna mention them all here. I'm gonna be doing a real shout out video with where I actually like list things down and like do like an awesome epic shout out video for everybody. But I may actually take some time and actually spotlight somebody's channel and do a video just like spotlighting 1 or 2 channels at a time, so you guys can actually get subscribed to these people if you haven't. But this is my video. I'm almost done. I need my tea desperately, and that's what it is now. It is time for tea.